Little did we know that in Chicago in 1901, a child would be born to go on to influence the world in such a tremendous way. With all odds stacked against him and the people continuously telling him he would never make it, a great development was in the making. From being called crazy and delusional, he persisted on. Countless hours of making drawings and illustrations, and each one telling a magnificent story. At a very young age, he was painting pictures that others just took as a child who had a crazy and wild imagination. As he grew out of adolescence, his stories became more vivid, and his drawings started to come alive. He wanted to find a way to really bring his characters and stories to life. For many years, he worked tirelessly, day and night, still with all odds stacked against him and people calling him crazy and a waste of life. Although he was troubled by all the negativity, he never quit, and he never gave in to it. He went on to become the first animation artist to bring sound to a silent picture show. After accomplishing such a feat, the buzz across the country started to sway from negative to positive. So he set his sights higher. He gathered a team to start the discussion of something magical, something that would only be envisioned in a dream, and he would bring that dream to life for all to enjoy. Countless hours and years passed as he wanted to perfect his master creation. People began to get tired of anticipating what was next, and their optimism started to dwindle. Even his own team members were coming to the realization that this very well could be just a waste of time and energy. He lost many men along the way, including his brother. His brother wanted to believe so bad in the dream that his brother had, but wasn't seeing the progress that he thought was necessary. The men, however, who did remain by his side gave him all the motivation he needed. So he took what money he had from his illustrations and marched forth with his ultimate goal. He purchased a piece of land which used to be an orange patch outside of Los Angeles in the city of Anaheim. There he began to create a world of magic and wonder for all. His success grew rapidly, and those critics he once had finally came back around. Although with success, you still have those who want to bring you down. People would accuse him of being money hungry and just in it for fame and recognition. This deeply affected him because that was not his intention at all. His only goal was to create an environment where dreams could come true and take people on a magical adventure. He mustered the strength, however, and wanted to prove this point now more than ever. He began mapping out another blueprint for something larger than before, something that the world has never seen. Similar to what he had done in California, but on a much grander scale, this time in Florida. He and his team began to work non-stop at his request. With every minute that passed, his vision kept growing and growing. He envisioned that this new place would be a community and a safe place for all, from distractions and negativity from the outside world. His brother now, who once was his biggest critic, finally broke and gave credit where credit was due. But with just blueprints in his hand, and not quite seeing his ultimate vision come to fruition, he became ill. His brother, who is now his biggest fan, sat with him next to his bed, trying to absorb all the ideas and visions that danced in his brother's head so that he could fulfill his dream. And on December 5th, 1966, he passed away. Though he died that day, his dream and legacy were fulfilled thanks to his brother, and they still live on to this day. The man who could make adults live out their childhood memories and bring families together to partake in carefree fun. The man who, when all odds were stacked against him and the criticism was more than most could take, he pressed on and never looked back. And this is what makes Walt Disney an inspiration for all.